Hello, travelers, and welcome back to the next and the penultimate episode of Saison not deux, not trois, uno, perhaps. The penultimate episode of the first season of Heat ED, Heat Erectile Dysfunction, Rivalry, the rival, my rival on Rye, my Heat, my educational, my Heat ED, my Heat ED. With a side of with my side of rival on Rye. Sure, I'll believe in anything. Where we have quite a situation developing, but first things first, of course. Patreon comments. We're always caught up on Patreon. So Anais. The club scene is iconic. Yeah, indeed, it was. It was definitely quite a feast for the senses for sure. But I mean, killer cover, killer track. The lighting, the tone, the mood, the yearning, the lust, and all that, and then just thinking about it. People are about to get into it in the comments, and I don't want to be. I'm already going into this kind of scatterbrain, so I'll let people speak for me in this case. Roy Koopa says, "Never in my life did I think my favorite show of last year would be a gay hockey romance based on some porno novel. The show is way better than it has any right to be. The acting, directing, score, and cinematography are fantastic." I'd agree. I mean, I'll be honest. I really like the show. I really do like it. Do I love it? I don't know. I think maybe a second watch I would really, because normally I'll watch anything and I'll appreciate anything upon a first watch, but I'm also not going to lie to anybody. And at the end of the day, I think this show was really good, and there's moments that have even been fantastic for me. And I agree. The performances, the soundtrack has been great. Cinematography, especially for what I understand to be a low-budget show, it doesn't feel like a low-budget show. It doesn't. Do I love the show? I don't know just yet. It keeps on creeping up there. It's really growing on me the more that I think about it. But I think I think it would hit me even harder on a rewatch, perhaps. And I do know my partner wants to see it, so we'll probably watch it at some point. And he says, "It was pretty clear from the first two episodes that Ilya's father was sick. That wasn't a spoiler at all." Again, from the first two episodes, I mean, the first moment, I don't know. Pretty clear. The first moment was just an introduction where he was talking. It was the first episode, right, where he was introducing his son in like a meeting in some type of like conference area outside of it was like in a sports center or something like that. I don't know, but he was chastised. He was like being hard on his son, but I don't think, I'll have to rewatch it. Perhaps you're correct, but I didn't get any vibes of that in the first scene. The second scene, maybe I can concede, because the whole bit where it's, forgetting that mom is alive, that is a kind of a telltale sign. I just thought that it was a situation where he had remarried and has and now Ilya has a stepmom, right? And the dad has already like made peace with he's already like forgotten about, Ilya's biological mother to an extent and just moved on. So didn't even acknowledge. But yeah, in retrospect, sure, I can see the signs a bit more clearly. I think that for me, it really solidifies in episode 4 that especially if he's forgetting much more and he's having a bit more, if the brother's having to take care of the father, then yeah, that makes a bit more sense. But I don't know if I would say, I don't know. Some people argued it was a spoiler, some people didn't. I think it's just kind of based on people's perception. Maybe I was looking at the wrong things. Mary Soul replies and says, "I was thinking that for those of us who have sadly seen the signs firsthand, it becomes obvious after the first couple of interactions. Perhaps it's about experience rather than a need to spoil. We just assume the other person will understand too." Which also makes me feel kind of shitty a little bit. Not because of that comment, but I've had family who have been affected by Alzheimer's and dementia to an extent, mostly Alzheimer's, and just forgetting and losing themselves. And I have like personal experience watching my great-grandmother and grandmother struggle with that. So it's kind of funny that for me, somebody who has that first-hand experience, I didn't immediately see the signs, or perhaps I just wasn't looking. I don't know if it wasn't a spoiler at all, but I do have to say that I'm not usually an especially perceptive TV watcher. I watch reactors and listen to podcasters who figure out plot points way in advance. My brain just doesn't work like that. But it was completely obvious to me in the second episode that Ilya's father had Alzheimer's or dementia. The combination of not recalling his late wife was dead, not recalling that his current wife was in Moscow instead of Sochi, and then not recalling where he and Ilya were about to go to the gala to meet the minister. Yeah, that's true. And perhaps I was distracting myself thinking about other aspects of the episode, other elements. Moving on. And he also says Shane panics because they called each other by their first name, and Ilya used Shane's name first. That I somehow flew under my radar a little bit, not gonna lie. I don't know how it did, but it did. Now in retrospect, it makes a lot more sense given the context for that scene, but somehow I didn't clock it, so that's on me. Yeah, Beck Houston confirmed. They used their first names, and for Shane, it was all just a little bit too much for him. I get that. Too much, too fast. Which is funny, considering he was the one who kind of... I guess it was kind of whiplash, right? Because for a while, Shane was the one who was wanting the same level of... he wanted more communication and perhaps even emotional commitment, and wasn't getting that by Ilya, at least not at first. But now Ilya's kind of giving that to him, but in his own guarded way. And now I guess the whiplash of, oh, now actually getting what he wanted might be kind of throwing him off his game. Game? All right, anyway. Ian Mosner says, Ilya is the only one who had ginger ale available for Shane this entire episode. A silent commentary on who the one person that truly cares about Shane is. It's very true. For the ginger, yeah, because he always liked drinking ginger ale, and it is a little thing, a little act of kindness, a little like, keep a mental note of that. Oh, I know Shane likes ginger ale. I make sure to have it available for him whenever he come over. I'm going to avoid certain conversational topics. It's only because it's just not because I like to get perspectives from both sides of the opinion aisle and all that, but in the last episode I know that some comment sections kind of got a little bit intense, and for me, I just, for the sake of my own anxiety, I'm just gonna kind of let it all burn out, and I'll stick by what I said before, which is that while I encourage everybody to have their own opinion and takes and all that, I do say, whether you're the one giving the criticism or whether you're the one that's approaching the dissenting opinion, just both sides, let's try to keep it, civil and polite and all that, the usual rigmarole. Carl says, when you noted all of Shane's endorsement deals and advertisements and the mom's expectations, that's a lot of pressure. All of that could negatively impact if he's gay and a woman is not a choice. That sentence kind of threw me off a little bit. All of that could have negatively impacted if he is gay and a woman is not a choice. Growing emotional intimacy with Ilya is pushing him to reflect on that. I see. Simi J says, he said Shane wanted more from Ilya in Boston, but it's the opposite. Ilya invited him to stay the night with a house full of ginger ale and called Shane by his first name. Ilya was pushing their hookups into relationship territory, and once Shane got the hint, he ran away. I don't think Shane ever thought that he could or would date a man until that moment, when he said, I can't. And poor Ilya, after trying to connect with Shane more and failing, Shane turns around and publicly dates someone else. Oh yeah, Ilya's face killed me, then Shane's distress. Yeah, now that I have more context again for that scene, and kind of, I was so used to Ilya being the one who was kind of disconnected that maybe I, like Shane, although Shane realized it before I did, but perhaps I, like Shane, was in a headspace where I kind of have this preset set of notions and expectations where it just wasn't something I'd expect from him. So for him to actually be having subtle things like that I wasn't even like clocking or picking up on fully, I think it says a lot about the headspace, the mindset that I was stuck in. And yeah, I even missed it when he starts kind of actually trying to offer what I was wishing he would offer a couple episodes ago. Colleen says, another great reaction. My random notes. Damn, Kipper the dog was an unlocked memory for me too. Oh yeah, Kipper the dog. Yeah, go to the show. The MLH Cup is the Stanley Cup equivalent in this world. Okay, so I was correct. The show just couldn't use the actual name for any of the NHL team names for that matter. I love how you said, are you bisexual, when Ilya was asking Shane if he likes girls. It was good that you picked up on Ilya's subtext there. Yeah. Right? LOL at your commentary immediately before Shane gets freaked out and leaves. It really did seem like they were getting somewhere. For a second. You would think so. I hear you about being cozy in the cold. Montreal winters are so cold. I spent 2 consecutive New Year's Eves there, and both years the cars we drove up in had their batteries die and needed to be jumped. 2 different cars, 2 different people. Rose may not be afraid of Montreal winters, but I certainly am, and I grew up in the Northeast. Truly can't wait for your episode 5 reaction. I hope that I live up to the hype. Poppy L says 58 minutes in, moments before disaster. I'll have to check it out real quick in a moment. Perhaps that was the moment we were referring to a moment ago. Lilu says that club scene is arguably my favorite of the whole season. The yearning, man. Best mic drop ever. You're the first reactor that clocked what I think is one of the drivers for Shane's decision making this episode. The unconscious, subtle micro pressures from everyone around him, assuming that he's straight and typical. Right, yeah. It's a lot, man. Chloe Benton says, I love how when Shane is telling Ilya he needs to leave and that he can't do this anymore, Ilya says Hollander again, as like an attempt to roll it back and return them to the safer level they were before, but it's too late. Instead of calling him Shane, is just like Hollander, like the look on Ilya's face when he says it breaks my heart every time. But I also really empathize with Shane in that moment too, even though I don't like his decision. I felt that panic and retreat impulse in my life during moments of vulnerability, so I don't blame him. Lastly, I love how Shane really does a 180, not just being with a woman, but he leaves his super secret relationship with Ilya and immediately goes into the most public relationship he could possibly be in with Rose. Yeah, I wonder if it's like, I mean, I love to get into his headspace for it, because then I wonder if it's by like, and perhaps this is an obvious answer, but in my current scatterbrained headspace, I'm wondering if it kind of sort of unintentionally transpired that way, or if we think perhaps, as I speculated before, is he course correcting and now he's trying to, maybe he feels like this is what he has to do and it just so happens to work out, and it's actual like there seems to be genuine chemistry to me anyhow. So I don't know, I love to try to take another beat to really get more into Shane's headspace for that moment. But yeah, no, I feel that about I used to, after some traumatic relationship, as a kid, you fall in love hard and fast. I did when I was in high school, and then getting broken up with kind of like shattered my perception of love and relationships and what it all could mean or what it should mean. And then for years and years, I had some pretty major commitment issues where I liked the hunt, I guess, or I liked the flirting and trying to pursue different gals throughout high school. And then but then once I found somebody who was mutually interested in, and then they were actually showed genuine interest, and then a connection could start to form, then I would start to get cold feet, and I would start being worried about, is this the right choice? Is it the right person? Am I making the right decision right now? Will this even work? And then I would get commitment issues, and I get scared, and I would back out or leave or run away to something else perhaps. But it took many years of self-introspection and even a little bit of therapy in there too, and changing my mental headspace before I finally get into a better one, where now I'm not only am I in a headspace where I can commit, but I currently am. So it's Sizzly says, this is not enough. Indeed. Although I hope you enjoyed the snow we're supposed to get in Tennessee this weekend. Oh yeah, as I'm recording this, I'm trying to bank a bunch of recordings before I'm gonna have to be snowed in at work to help with coverage for the weekend. So yeah, normally I'd be staying at home and streaming or making content, but I put myself on lacrosse, and this one looks like. So luckily I'll still have uploads queued up for both Patreon and YouTube for the weekend, hopefully a proper amount. But yeah, I'm excited to see. We're gonna get some snow and then potentially a bunch of sleet and freezing rain, so we'll see how that is. Karina13 says, hi there. In this episode, we finally see Ilya trying his best to move the situationship forward. Unfortunately, Ilya always speaks in a roundabout way. He's not always super direct in that regard. But again, also because it's just kind of how he is, a little bit aloof, but also guarded, and that's understandable. First, because English is not his first language. Second, he's an athlete and terrible at communication. Those go hand in hand, do they? Third, because he can never let his guard down. Right. Like ever. That's why every time he says something nice, but I also like you, he needs to add, not as a person, but you have a good mouth. Or, I was going to make a tuna melt for myself. I can make two. And yeah, it very much kind of, it's similar to what Kip does in a little bit of a way, but instead of Kip kind of downplaying his own emotions and himself, instead of Ilya doing that, Ilya's kind of, he'll say something, but he'll say, oh, I could make you some food. Oh, I was going to make, but then downplays the significance of that act or that emotion in that moment by saying, oh no, I can make two. Don't worry about it. Or yeah, I like you. Oh, get a good mouth, sweetheart. Like that type of deal where it's, like you said, genuine sentiments or, genuine acts of kindness or the ginger ale and all that, but then kind of on the back end of it, throwing in a crude joke or a crass like sexual remark, or downplaying the significance of it and trying to just, make it seem less than. So it's really, he has these feelings and such, and it is doing these acts of kindness for sure. But like you said, he's just constantly downplaying it. This is typical Ilya behavior. But if you look carefully, Ilya has all the tuppers ready and the ginger ale for Shane. Providing this for Shane is his love language. On the other side, Shane being on the spectrum is a problem because of course he'll never be able to understand Ilya's way of communication. Yeah, because I guess he's much more literal in a sense, right? Like Shane's pretty literal. And also, Ilya has suddenly started to change things. He asks him to stay. He is being domestic, kind of vulnerable, and this is too much for Shane's brain. Overwhelmed for sure. After Ilya says his first name, he suffers from a meltdown and needs to leave immediately. This is terrible for Ilya. He was trying to be more open for once, and he ends up being awfully rejected. It's just, terrible. Unfortunate, just like intentions are there, but what do they say about the road to hell, right? But yeah, just unfortunate timing. Anyway, communication is definitely not their forte, but we still have 2 more episodes to go. By the way, when Ilya sees Miles at the club, he realizes that that's Rose's co-worker. That's why he immediately starts scanning the room. Oh. Same with Shane. He sees Ilya's teammates from that moment he's completely out. Doesn't even realize Miles is dancing behind him. Damn. Sierra's reaction corner says, Shane freaks out because this was the first time they've really reached a point of emotional intimacy, and it was too much for him. I don't know if you noticed, but they've never addressed each other by their first names before. Ilya called him Shane, and Shane called it, it's funny. It's crazy how some shows I'll be on the ball, and I'll notice like some really subtle stuff or some details or like a flick of the eye. Then other shows I miss out on stuff that's supposed to be very, in terms of writing, and from a narrative perspective, an emotional beat, it completely went over my head. And I didn't realize that he did in fact use his first name, and I'm like, what? Like in the retrospect, it seems so obvious now. I think I like this man. Shane really went, I think I like this man, which created an entire panic for him. Not only a panic of sexuality, but the fact that he doesn't think he can have what he wants with Ilya. Tattoo, the singers of all the things she said, are Russian girl groups that wasn't a cover or an affectation. They just have strong accents since they're singing the English version of the Russian song. But the remix that comes in is definitely a cover. I think it's interesting that they used both songs. It fits with how bisexual the evening has been, and makes sense when you know Tattoo's dicey relationship with the LGBTQ. Won't go into that too much though, because I don't think it really changes the fact the song is a queer staple. Interesting. I love the lore behind it as well. Maggie says, Shane's reaction is seeing Ilya in the club. Why don't you go back to the club? Shane's reaction to seeing Ilya in the club broke my heart. In the club, we all fan. Also, his look of sheer resignation in those last few minutes. Rose is gorgeous, but I get the sense that he'd rather be literally anywhere else. Interesting. You mean for Shane? Interesting indeed. Well, I mean, yeah, literally. Flashes of Ilya playing Shane's head while he's making love to Rose, and then flashes of Shane are playing in Ilya's head when he's cranking one out in the shower, because he couldn't even go through with his hookup. He just went back to the hotel shower and just jorked at the thoughts of a boy toy named Troy. Chris says, I know there are a lot of people that feel really bad for Shane when Ilya was trying to make him jealous during the club scene. However, I really hope that people acknowledge what led to it. He went completely out of his comfort zone for Shane by inviting him to his home, not a hotel room, asking him to spend the night, which neither of them have ever done. Good point, by the way. Pre-stocking the ginger ale because it's Shane's favorite, opening up about his sexual history in an attempt to make Shane feel safe doing the same. Ilya was being uncharacteristically vulnerable, all for Shane to literally walk out on him. Feeling personally rejected and watching Shane move on in a very public way, especially with a woman, was a massive blow to Ilya. His actions at the club weren't just petty. Instead, they were the reaction of someone who has been deeply hurt. Again, with the added context, I can very much see that. I agree. Chris says, while this series is built on subtext, this episode is a masterclass in it. It's the perfect example of how the silent, unspoken truths can be deafening, far louder than the actual dialogue. Actions quite literally beat louder than words. Ilya's decision to move their tryst from a neutral hotel to his personal home is a massive psychological shift. By stocking Shane's favorite ginger ale and cooking for him, he transitioned from a hookup to a host, signaling a desire for domesticity. Some people assume that Ilya's talk of women on the couch is posturing. However, it's not. It's actually an invitation. Ilya is being open about his own sexuality as a way to make Shane feel comfortable opening up about his. Ilya is trying to gauge whether or not Shane likes women. He is testing the waters to see if there's a place for him in Shane's future. Of course, this didn't work because Shane himself hasn't accepted his own sexuality in his mind. He just hasn't met the right girl yet. This show, especially with Shane and Ilya, substitutes words that they are too afraid to say with physical intimacy. The sexual encounters in this episode, both on the bed and on the couch, are extremely well lit and intimate. They are considered in the light of day, which represents total exposure. I made note of that with all the windows, by the way. I was like, wow, like there's just, the wall to ceiling windows, very much like, anybody can see type of deal, glass houses. This is very different from their usual sexual encounters and experiences with one another. This level of visibility is especially terrifying for Shane, who relies on the darkness and anonymity of hotel rooms to compartmentalize his sexuality. The use of last names is a defense mechanism for both. When Ilya drops the shield and uses Shane's first name, in a sense, he is asking for a real relationship. Shane's flight is a fight or flight response to the threat of being truly known. Shane has spent years longing for a deeper connection with Ilya, but the moment they got there, Shane felt exposed and it terrified him. As long as Ilya kept Shane at arm's length, he felt safe and loving him, but the moment Ilya draws him close, he quite literally can't escape fast enough. Indeed. And 100%, not only do I agree, but very well spoken, by the way. I appreciate that. Yes, I do. I love subtext and show don't tell narratives, and I think I really underestimated the show going in, and I'm pleasantly surprised as well in that regard, how much, even just like in that whole sequence in that house with Ilya, and as everybody's been pointing out even in the episode, there's the obvious stuff we're seeing and we can piece together, but all the unspoken truths and how all the little the acts of kindness and the implications, really because of the implications of the first name and then the conversations. I'm just reiterating what you said just now, but yeah, 100% agree, and I really love and appreciate a show that does it, that executes its narrative in such a manner. Lee says, alright, I waited to see if someone else said it because I don't really want to be the sex weirdo, but I don't think the scene on the couch was an example of Shane switching. He's being more assertive, taking the initiative, and is technically on top, and Ilya seems really into it, but they're not having penetrative sex there if you catch my drift. We've seen Shane on top in bed before, but always appearing to be the receiving partner. I still think the point remains that he's sort of laying his cards down emotionally by being that assertive and then getting to first names, and he kind of self-spooks. But since we're being fastidious about the details here, no, I appreciate that. And again, even if it's dissenting opinion, I welcome it for sure, as long as we're all having civil conversations about it. And I can see that. So perhaps he's not switching, but it's worth speaking more to the emotional vulnerability and intimacy angle that we've been discussing here so far. Lastly, Cattigus says, I'm just going to point out that Ilya was the only one trying to do and give more. He asked Shane to stay for the first time ever. Yeah, so we've already gone over a couple of these points. He's also trying to talk to Shane about what their situation is. He's just very bad at it. He brings up Svetlana to try and explain that they're just friends with benefits and nothing more, but of course it only serves to make Shane jealous. Ilya is also trying to ask about whether Shane likes girls because he also wants to know if Shane has a girlfriend he needs to worry about. But since Shane has never truly grappled with his sexuality, it only serves to make Shane insecure, and he exaggerates his experience and feelings for women. Then Ilya tries to directly tell him essentially that he's bi. I like girls, but I also like you. But Ilya's fear of being truly vulnerable leads him to qualify it with, not as a person of course, but you have a good mouth. He almost delivers it as a joke, and Shane even smiles, but he doesn't actually get that it's a joke or a self-defense mechanism, because Shane is autistic. Very literal mind. He just literally thinks Ilya just likes him for his sexual skills. Sometimes I just want to knock the both of them into next week. LMAO. Oh yeah, match made in somewhere. I don't know about heaven. I also find the part where Shane asks about his father interesting. Ilya does kind of ignore the question, but clearly it made him feel good that Shane asked. I think he felt cared for, and that's why he pulled Shane close and held him. I'll also note that it was Shane that turned that moment from an intimate, non-sexual moment into a sexual moment. So who's more uncomfortable with the emotional intimacy again? Well, especially, but at the same time, like you just said, off the last little tit for tat, like for him to also engage, like start the sexual component after Ilya literally was the one who was saying, oh, you know, I like you too, but you know, good mouth and all this. Like perhaps he was also reacting based off of that response. But your point's taken 100%. He did, at the end of the day, you know, who is indeed more uncomfortable with emotional intimacy? Well, they both are in their own ways, but in that moment, it was definitely Shane who blinked. When Ilya uses his first name, when Ilya used his first name, Shane freaked out because suddenly it felt like a romantic relationship and not just another hookup. Indeed. And again, thank you as always for the extra added context. To get back to it, a few comments on episode trace. There's like 100 comments, so we're going to do the first few here. I love that Shane is yelling, "You're 45, go home." Absolutely hilarious response to being clocked. LOL. My favorite. Oh yeah, Blue Bees says my favorite bit in episode 3 is the announcer asking during the fight, "Has Shane Hollander ever fought anyone?" Like they were like, that guy. Lindsay Nicole says Scott covering the bandana socks with the hockey socks. Heavy, sad metaphor there, indeed. Luminous Moon says the gilded cage metaphor is almost correct here, but consider it's a gilded closet, not a cage. Before Scott, Kip lives his life as an openly gay man, but once he starts his relationship with Scott, he effectively has to go back into the closet. He has to hide his relationship from his dad, his friends, his co-workers, in order to protect Scott's identity. That's why Scott saying he left him a present in his closet kinda hit Kip hard after that conversation with Elena. He's just realizing how much of his life he's had to give up in order to be with Scott. Goddess of Whatnot says, I love that you point out the way Kip downplays his feelings and stuff. I can't believe I never picked up on that. Sorry to hear about your dad. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm proud of you for being secure enough to explore and express your sexuality and gender expression despite all that. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Kip has the most worried, anxious face while he says to Elena, "I've never been happier," and has to include the honestly, because that's a typical thing we do when lying to others and ourselves. That's why I get why people say Elena overstepped, but think about it. As his best friend, she knows him. More likely than not, she was around when he was in the closet. She's watching her best friend revert back to that time. Kip has this amazing community of friends and family surrounding him. Instead of being around his community, like he usually is, he's practically locked away with Scott in his apartment. You talk about your relationship with your father, says Gargil. Oh boy, I need you to see you react to episode 5 expeditiously. You're making me nervous now. K Gibbs says, I always appreciate you taking notes. It pisses me off when reactors barely pay attention and just make jokes based on what they think is happening. Just got to 1 hour, 4 minutes. I'll say this. Be all the beautiful things that you are and be them without apology. I appreciate that, Jemiah Harris. And I would say that to anybody else as well. As long as you're not hurting anybody. But yeah, be all the beautiful things that you are. Embrace yourself. 1808, I genuinely can't tell this is a joke or not, but it's not. But if not, it's absolutely hilarious. The book this episode is based on is called Game Changer. What'd I say? The smoothie's a game changer. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I had no idea the book was called Game Changer. That's hilarious. Yeah, I know, I had no idea. That's crazy. The smoothie's a game changer. It puts on the sunglasses. Wow. Let's see. And then we're pretty much kind of same comments here and there. Scarlet Shroud says, thank you for sharing your own story. You don't need to label yourself. And yes, good storytelling like this is relatable to everyone and allows one to examine oneself. It's why we love them and appreciate getting your insights. And yes, the parallels between this relationship and Shane and Ilya are clear, but one here is out and they are older, more mature and experienced, so you can see the difference. It's interesting. You'll really enjoy the remaining episodes, I think. I think so too. Someone else said in a TikTok comment, 1221 means nothing to anybody except to the guy in room 1220. He knows. He knows. Mo8786, Kip is the person you're afraid of being, Scott. Oof, I felt that one. Luminous Moon, I also hate Jimmy Fallon. The only reason his interview with Hudson was good is because Hudson basically took control and walked Jimmy like a dog for the entire segment. Yeah, that tracks. That sounds about right. Anyway, we're getting kind of into the weeds. Someone said, yeah, a lot of people feel this way. Saru Charm says, yeah, as a queer man who has no prior knowledge of you before this reaction, I was a bit surprised to find out you had a girlfriend. Indeed, right? Well, if it makes any sense, she's also, but I mean, she's bi, so I mean, yeah, but yeah, I have a partner that happens to be predominantly identifying as female, though occasionally they. I thought I was the only one who just sits there saying words oddly on purpose for lulz and funsies. Oh no, I find myself doing it all the time. All my previous reaction series, like the successions of Succession, the Sieve rants of Severance, etc., etc. Anyway, I don't want to get too caught up in the heat of the moment, so I might milk this. I'm JK, but I do kind of want to do a season 1 retrospective video after this is said and done, and like go over all the comments and kind of really delve into the meat and potatoes of the show. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. If you are watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for that additional layer of love and support. It means the absolute world to me. If you aren't on Patreon, if you thought about joining but haven't joined yet, now's always a good time. You get early access to these episodes weeks, if not months in advance before they hit YouTube. In the case of this show, I've been pretty quick about it overall, but let me just say, by the time that you're watching this on YouTube, I probably already have the season 1 finale on Patreon. Full, uncensored, uncut reactions with HD video accompaniment, plus access to my entire content backlog and library, including all previous series I've done reactions for, as well as couples content, Patreon exclusive shows, and on a higher tier, live movie watch parties that I do. I do like live watch party while I watch and comment on a movie in its entirety, either old ones, new ones, good, the bad, and the ugly. And then of course those become VODs you can watch afterwards if you just want me to, just want a movie watching experience with me with a commentary track. If you're on YouTube, that is of course more than enough. I still appreciate it. I only ask that you like the video, comment down below for the almighty algorithm gods, and subscribe for more. Can't believe we just did it, but we just surpassed 8K subscribers, and it is still climbing, by the way. My goal is to hit 10K by the end of the year, and I'm starting to think we're gonna get there. So thank you so much. Appreciate love and support. And all that yapping aside, without further ado, the season 1 penultimate episode before the finale, episode 5, I'll believe in anything.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Previously on Heated Rivalry.
I'll let it play out.
Lily's just a... I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Oh, no. Well, you just seem tense.
Damn.
I'm fine. Shut up. With him.
Oh, they're gonna come back up too? I was hoping so. I was a little bit worried, honestly.
I'm Rose, by the way.
They are...
Oh. So cheeky. That shirt, though. I don't know if I do cheat it myself. I'm just really worried because we're looking at an upcoming, do subtitles on? I guess I should keep subtitles on. Yeah, I probably should. I'm just worried because, we have, that drama. I feel like a love triangle of sort. Because Shane still needs to reconcile his feelings with Ilya, of course. And we all at home want our boys to get back to end up together. Man, oh man. I don't know. I'll let it play out, but I'm worried. I'm anxious. I'm just worried and anxious. Oh, the morning after? The morning right after, honestly.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey?
I have to get back to my hotel for my pickup.
I was gonna say, now that we're sober, how do we feel?
Listen, about last
How
night.
about last night?
It's fine.
I think this season is stressing me out more than usual.
Oh, did he...
Dinner this week.
Could he not...
Maybe just the two of us?
Could he not perform?
Yeah, for sure.
About last night? Did he have to stop? Did he... Bro get soft? Like, what happened? There's implications there. A soundtrack, though. Why is this picture 3 hours long? The internet and even more public pressure because the internet loves it and they're so supportive, and it's not, it might not be like, because he hasn't truly discovered who he is yet, what way he's leaning, but now all this public support is, that kind of stuff is kind of push you in a certain direction. And now, even if he, gonna feel more and more pressure to kind of lean that way. All this positive social reinforcement. Oh, okay. Back to it. I'll be bumping this on the road trip playlist in the future.
Getting sleep last night, huh?
Ah, ha, ha, ha. The boys will be boys.
What they've been asking for years.
Oh.
East versus West.
Oh.
Which means a chance for the same team, maybe even the same line.
Oh, wow.
Florida. And where does Scott Hunter fit into the mix?
Ooh, interesting. Okay, shit. On the same team soon. How poetic. In more ways than one. Playing on the same team. It's a joke about the. All right, low hanging fruit. Sorry, playing on same team soon. Is my pen running out of ink, or am I just losing my damn mind here? Oh, it actually is. Damn, I've been tearing through this pen. Okay, my bad. Forgot to take these off. My bad. I want the full color.
Hunter, will the New York captain keep up his red-hot pace, or will he, how do we put this kindly, crash and burn like he does halfway through every season? Not sure that's very kind.
Well, he's about to get his post-run smoothie. I'm glad we're gonna get more Kip and Hunter as well. Well, if Scott has the backing of Kip to like, because like with like he was in a better headspace when he was with Kip, and he was like having fun and like emotional fulfillment being with him. I felt like he was even performing a little bit better. But then got off his game again when things got a little bit messy. Back to the club.
Thank you. You're so cute.
What?
Have I told you how cute you are?
I mean, maybe.
Miles is extremely jealous.
Of me?
Oh.
No, of me.
No.
Oh.
I see a little Freudian slip right there. Jealous of me? Like, no, of me. Like, oh, yeah. See, he's still, again, a very literal boy.
Did you not notice that Miles is gay?
I guess I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, he is.
I will say it'd be really cool, though, if he ends up coming out and telling Rose the truth, and Rose ends up being super understanding and very supportive of his situation and, like, helps him, and they become very close friends instead. But I'm curious to see. And we'll still see how it pans out.
Does it surprise you that Miles is gay?
I mean, of course not, no.
A lot of actors are. They're
No.
just not all out.
Oh. Is that right?
Are there any gay hockey players?
Uh-oh.
Obviously there are, but are there any openly gay players?
Openly? No.
I mean, yeah, there are probably gay players or whatever, but none that have said it publicly.
Huh. How would you know that, huh, buddy?
Sorry, I don't think I'm going about this the right way.
Or are you gonna ask
Talking
Kim?
about what?
She got a read on him?
I really like you, Shane.
Oh
I like you
shit.
too.
She already
But I have a feeling that
clock him?
maybe I'm not doing it for you.
Oh wow. Okay.
Do you like kissing me?
Sure.
Wow, she read him like a book.
Wow.
Oh
Of
no.
course I do, sorry.
This did not go how I thought it was gonna go. Okay.
Maybe I'm completely off base here, but I don't know. I feel like maybe you'd rather be kissing Miles. Hey, it's really okay.
Oh. Yeah, but this is good. And
I do.
this is really important though. It's what I was just saying / hoping would happen is that dude, she literally like read the situation, she clocked him, and she's emotionally mature enough to, instead of being upset by it or getting like, you know, shifting, casting blame, anything like that. That is incredibly, I really like this turn of events where she's just like, I gotta read, and I feel like, you know, I definitely know you like talking to me and you know, being in my company and all this, but I'm kind of getting a vibe from you that perhaps.
I really do. I like talking with you. I like being with you. I like all of it. I know the sex stuff is a problem.
It's
but
not a problem.
But it's
We're more like a square peg in a round hole.
good for her for recognizing this.
Forget I said that. And it's really fine. Don't think that we can keep trying.
How long's it been? But yeah, incredibly mature of her.
I just,
Also rough.
I think,
It's rough for Shane here to and then go. Oh my god, the whiplash again of running away and kind of rejecting Ilya's advances there, and then falling into the arms of Rose. Now she's. I mean, it is kind of serendipitous. I mean, it's going to be rough the optical, like for the optics and the public image, but it might be for the best because yeah, he's trying to find himself, and clearly, at least from her, you know, her testimony, this vibe's not quite it, and she's trying to help put him on the straight and narrow. So that's, again, I really like the way that she's approaching this conversation.
Hey, you don't owe me any explanation.
I feel like I kind of
You
do.
really don't.
And what's even more crazy and important is, aside from the obvious conversations he's had with Ilya, which have never been incredibly intimate ones, actually, the closest we've gotten to them discussing, you know, proclivities and sexuality. I mean, when they first met up, he's like, oh, have you done it with somebody before? What's your experience like? And then, yeah, at Ilya's house, when it was kind of trying to get into, oh, you know, I sleep with girls and guys. Do you sleep with girls and guys? And kind of trying to get into it a little bit. But she's just full on putting on the table, just being like, hey, so, you know, trying to find a graceful-ish segue into it, and finally just, you know, in lieu of that, coming right out with it and asking like, hey, I noticed something's off. I believe you when you say you like to hang out with me and be around me, but I can tell that you're not into it, and that you I can feel your yearning. I can hear your heart dancing. Like, but it's not Miles.
If you've ever been with another guy.
Oh, he's getting teared up. Oh, bro's getting emotional about it.
Have you ever told anyone that before?
Dude, he's very vulnerable right now.
Friend with a guy?
Yeah. Oh.
Of course.
Of course.
Is it better?
Of course, he says. The passion.
Yeah, it was better. The thing is,
Wow. This is moving a lot faster than I thought it
for
would.
being the hole rather than the peg.
That is the best thing any gay boyfriend of mine has ever told me.
It's also probably good that this is an actor. Actors on the whole, okay, I'm sorry. Actors overall, in my experience through just observation, usually actors are artistically inclined, and for the most part, they're fairly liberal or left-leaning. And in that regard, and especially in order to get in the mindsets and headspaces of these worlds and stories, and trying to empathically get behind these characters that have been written, and to be able to then embody them and such. They're usually very just empathic, like more like emotional. Like, I mean, some of them can be like fucking psychopaths, like, don't get me wrong, but all that to say is that she said, oh yeah, a lot of actors are gay. Some of them are just closeted, but she knows, clearly she has gay friends, and she's been around the block. And I mean, yeah, I love that he has a friend that he can, this is the first time ever he's been able to like open up, not to somebody in terms of confessing his feelings to somebody, but being able just to talk to somebody about his experience and how he feels outside of the Ilya bubble and that, you know, situationship, so to speak. So this is, I'm surprised it happened so quickly, but I'm glad it did. I respect the show for not drawing this out and not giving us the trope of the classic love triangle or some really dramatic situation where she's just like, I can't believe you would da-da-da-da. The public might be a different story altogether, or the public could embrace it too, I don't know. But that's, no, I'm genuinely like very pleasantly surprised, and it's very heartwarming, but I don't want to, I'm sorry to cut into the emotional moment, but I just want to, I couldn't not get this off my chest. But this is big for Shane, and it's very sweet and very, I'm glad he gets to talk about this.
You've had other...
Oh, I was in theater school. Like 70% of my boyfriends have left me for other guys.
Damn.
8%?
Actually, 80%.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about.
Wow.
Damn. See? Don't feel so alone either.
Follow Miles back on Instagram.
Well, Miles isn't the guy.
I mean, no, but I just need to sort some things out first.
Yeah.
And I was kidding about Miles, but he totally would. Like, in a heartbeat.
It's very sweet of you, Rose. Thank you. Man, good for her. And good for him.
Said anything to him, have you?
No.
Yeah, she clocked him, read that shit, figured him out. Oh, thank you. That's nice. Very nice. That bar is so ominous, though. Aw, see? That's what I was hoping for.
Honestly, not some bullshit let's stay friends thing.
No, for
Let's
real.
be real friends. Like, best.
You guys get along super well.
Okay.
I really like you, Shane. You're secretly one of the funniest guys I know.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that there's not a lot of people you can talk to.
Yeah. Hey, she gets it.
All the other things.
Dude, Rose is a real one.
Things and stuff can be tricky for me.
Things and stuff, yeah.
I mean it, because I will be texting you all the time.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Never met me.
Mrs. Hollywood. That's great. That's incredible. I love that. Call to Vibe asks him about his sexual orientation and healthy communication. Look at that. Doesn't mention Ilya. We're not quite there yet, but that's nice. And he definitely needs someone to talk to about all of this, and she has the experience in that regard and can like help. It can help him through this because all this is still kind of a new world for Shane at this point in his life. Because again, I keep forgetting, like, they're supposed to be pretty young, right? Like by episode 1, they're supposed to be late. I thought somebody said episode 1 they're supposed to be in their like late teens, like 18, 19, which I don't quite buy, by the way. I buy that they're young adults, and that like someone like Scott Hunter is a bit older. I can buy that Kip is younger for some reason. He has that air about him. But man, that's great. What a pleasant surprise. Who would have thought there'd be 2 different HBO shows, or shows that watch on HBO, this and It, Welcome to Derry, that actually subverts a lot of expectations.
С каких пор ты опять начал курить?
Well, hanging out, sleeping together.
Так, иногда.
Are you gonna open up to her a little bit?
Тут потратить 1,5 минуты в большинстве.
Да.
Это мейсон-стрельники.
И ты можешь передать мои слова.
Да.
Когда увижу его на матче звезд.
Ты в этом году играешь в одной команде с Холландером, да?
Hollander.
Он тоже средненький.
Oh.
Нет, он крутой. Эти руки. Ты мужик красавчик.
You know all about that, don't you?
Если ты так считаешь.
Oh, downplaying. Now she's like a really bitch. Come on.
Что?
Ты ведь знаешь, что он красивый, и знаешь, что
Он очень хороший.
Oh, okay. Methinks lady doth protest too much.
он или не с ним.
Oh, yeah?
Не уверен, что он силен на фланге. Ты бы поставила его центровать меня?
Зрителям бы понравилось.
Ah, silly little goose. I gave him the elbow, the flying elbow. I hit my partner with that all the time. Just like, I'm coming in hot. Look.
Интересно, сколько нарядов будет у Роуз Лэндри?
God, I'm thinking about Shane now. 2017 Tampa Bay. So it's like Jan and Ilya hanging out. And I don't know sports too well, so when it talks about like centering him, I don't quite know what any of that means. I assume that just means like if the people would love it, does that mean that he would directly support him? I don't know, because people like recognize they're both talented players, and the public like seem to really like both of them. So I guess maybe it means having them closer together during the game. But somebody can explain to me the finer points of hacky and all that. I just learned today what a hat trick is, by the way, which is funny. Like, I just don't know sports that well. All-Star Gaming. Maybe I gotta visit sometime. Oh, we're going like Tropical Boy. Oh, okay. Tropical Boys now. A little bit of a change up from the cold, huh? Like Montreal and Russia. Now we got like Hawaiian. We got tropical numbers and some Mai Tais. Kick it on a beach. Oh, okay. And yet Shane's still rocking the blazer, huh? The sport coat. Oh. Corona sponsor.
Of course.
Teammate, huh? So I'm guessing they haven't seen each other since that day.
So are they out to ginger ale?
Nah.
I'm feeling a bit wild. I've always wondered what it'd be like to play on the same team.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
See, now Ilya's doing his thing where he's just kind of being, I mean, understandably so given the recent events, but this is going to be tricky, right? Because now Shane is like being sociable and he's approaching him in public, no less, in the bright, like openly lit bar, and like trying to not just do his comfort drink, but trying to like drink with, you know, someone who's close to him and like share, you know, kind of like breaking bread type of deal, and trying to make conversation. And he's being more social than he normally would be. I think that Rose hopefully seems to have instilled more confidence, hopefully, and helped for him to clear up kind of where he's at, his orientation, maybe his emotional priorities and all that. I could be putting the cart ahead of the horse, but I'm kind of getting the vibes that that now Shane might finally be comfortable and ready to make the effort, and maybe even, I think the more he lives in this world, I know that he's on the spectrum. I know he has a much more of a literal mind than your average person might, but I would like to think that with more life experience and even perhaps hanging out with Rose and getting more of her perspective and having her kind of help walk him through this mental and emotional process and all that he might become in the same way that Ilya is getting better with English, and maybe like we've seen him get better with letting his guard down. Perhaps Shane might be a little bit less literal and kind of start to learn more about social nuance and like romance and the complications of love and human emotion and all that. Not to say that he was ever incapable or wasn't familiar with any of those elements beforehand, but I'm trying to, without putting my foot in my mouth, I'm trying to say that perhaps that they are both going to make more of an effort, and perhaps they are both getting better at this. Like just this, the courting, the courtship. I can go for a Corona right about now.
Could you,
IPA maybe, honestly.
My parents thought about coming, but they're going to Mexico in like 2 weeks.
I also like how the music is diegetic to the scene insofar as that it's playing at the bar and like so it's the soundtrack for the show that we're hearing, but it's also playing there at the bar / club, and they're like, you know, bopping their heads to it and all that. I like when music is diegetic to a scene.
Did you bring anybody?
No. Nope. Oh, is that right? Oh, a little bit of eye contact there. All right. So both of us are just just a couple of guys, huh? Couple of lonely boys.
Thanks. I like to, you know, get into the spirit.
Same. I got little corgis on mine if you look close enough.
No!
Oh.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, here we go.
With this guy, though. Can never trust him.
One
Bro,
black
bro.
coffee, please.
Oh, I'm just fucking.
Bro does have a Chris Modelo, though. These boys.
Should give us a chance to get to know each other.
Oh, there we
We
go.
might have in common.
Yeah, see, look at that. See, there's a clear connection there. It's just they all right. We had a little bit of a rough patch. Now we can kind of turn things back around and let's build on this, right? Let's try to build this relationship, healthy communication, and see where it goes. Now, there's still the coming out in the public angle to it, but I mean, if you play your cards right, I mean, I don't know, the public's usually pretty supportive of that, except for those sports fans that are like, you know, the homophobic bunch, which is unfortunately a lot of sports fans out there. Not all of them, of course,
You're
but
looking very pretty today.
oh, pretty. Oh,
Different, maybe.
not handsome. No, yeah, Rose.
If I tell you something, we promise not to tell anyone or make fun of me.
Did Rose help you pick out the outfit?
It depends.
Seriously.
All right, trust. Of course. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I hired a stylist.
Okay. Oh.
You.
No, good for you though. Yeah, for real.
Of course you did.
Why not?
I shouldn't have told you.
No, I love it.
I love
I love it. You got, what, tired of looking like shit?
it. You did, yeah.
I know what you were.
And some of the guys in the league are so fashionable.
Yes.
I also don't know what it is about. Maybe it's the lighting or something like that. But like, they've always been handsome. But it's like, for one, Shane's finally like, I think the stylist is good because he's finally doing something with his hair besides just letting it kind of hang down. I see a little bit of, I see some product in there. I don't know if there's some pomade or something, but I know when I learned about what a brush was. And then even Ilya over here, like he's looking extra cute today, honestly. The light coming in, just kind of the little baby faced and all that. But both of them have a vibe, and they're both like, yeah, I like it.
Some of the guys.
In the league.
Other players, not you.
Did you not see my cheetah print shirt at the club?
So,
I thought it was a fantastic number.
this has nothing to do with Rose Landry.
Oh, well, we knew
No.
she would come up.
Yeah, she was dressed very well, and so did her friends, but stopped looking like I was always going to the gym. I've never really cared about clothes.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Putting effort into yourself.
You and her are not.
Queer eye for the queer guy, you know?
She's great, but we're just not compatible, I guess.
There you go.
I should circulate, I guess.
You have no clothes to show off.
Good for him, though. It's learning more about, like, yeah, how to be comfortable in your own skin, and hiring a stylist to kind of, you know, he's taking more note of how not only he wants to present himself, but how he wants to dress and how he wants to look. And great number, by the way. Simple, clean, but also with the suit jacket a bit elevated. I remember when I started watching, I never seen the original Queer Eye, but back when I was, you know, a kid, I was also like Shane. The only thing I cared about in my clothing was how many graphic tees can I have in my wardrobe that all have references to movies and shows that I love, and how many can I wear at one time. I mean, as a kid, I even rocked the Trilby for a little while. It was baggy jeans. It was a baggy graphic t-shirt. And then I just, you know, this hair, by the way, if left unchecked, is just like a thick, curly, matted mess. Just like curls for very similar to what Ilya has, but worse. Just because I just didn't even know what a comb was. And it took years, but then eventually I learned, you know, about actually dressing and style. And a few of those were actually from when I watched Queer Eye, the new show that's just had its final season premiere a few days ago. Everything from a friend. Now I always do like a French tuck for sweaters and button-up shirts. Most shirts that I wear, I do a French tuck now. Honestly, I'm very concerned about like colors, and then making sure my outfits are like good balances and different fabrics and all this. And even if it's a casual outfit, like I make an effort to, I'm not just doing it because, part of it is because I'm going out and I want to be presentable when I go out, but also it's for me because I like to have, whatever outfit I wear, whether it's casual or for an event or work or in like a not like nice dress or whatever, I want the outfit to work and be a certain way. And I wasn't always like that, but now I'm at a point in life where now I'm a guy and I do my hair, which for a lot of guys can just be, oh, wet it and then, throw it back or whatever. No, I'd like, I'll shower, then I'll blow dry a little bit more, try to style it. I've worked with my stylist, or my barber rather, for a while and trying to figure out, where the hairlines are going to be and what styles that I want versus what works with my hair and with outfits and all that. Even my partner will advise, like, I shouldn't say advise on outfits, but I'll kind of run stuff by her on occasion, just be like, hey, does this work? And she'll be like, oh yeah, it works. Or sometimes she'll be like, maybe not that per se. So yeah, I went through the same journey that Shane went through, so I get it.
I'll not be losing this time.
What?
But if I lose, I will buy you all candy bars from machine inside.
I'm playing with the kids, yeah.
Hey, Hollander!
Oh.
Hollander, make sure none of these cheaters cheat.
Oh, he's trying to bring you in on it. You want to come play chicken? Come, Hollander, get to my shoulders.
Ah, so you know this guy.
Nah, you know this guy, huh?
He's the best player in the whole league.
Who's your dad? Show me. I forgive you. You can stay.
Oh, good with kids too. And it notable as well, by the way. I so now that I'm listening to it, right, because we know that he hasn't always been great with English, but as he's been, you can tell as the years have gone by in the context of the show, and I think it's unless I'm mistaken, it's a deliberate choice by the actor, but he's making it known so that at the how to best to say this, his English is getting better is what I'm trying to say, is that there's still sometimes miscommunication, still, the accent, of course, obviously, but I can tell his English is getting better with more and more years spent in America and abroad and all that. No. Oh, and look at them, big old smiles out on the ice, having fun. They get to play together. They don't have to be rivals right now. They're gonna kill it, chopping it up out there. Of course they are. Two of some of the best players in the... Oh, hey, okay. And the crowd goes wild. Not quite a kiss on the cheek, but might as well have been. But in the heat of the moment, it just looks like camaraderie amongst players. But no, openly, giving him a little peck on the helmet, and then Shane not really shying away from it, but kind of just taking it in stride, throwing back a compliment his way and all that.
Hey, Linda.
Dude, he's just ogling him out of the...
Some money, I don't have my wallet.
Is that right? Dude, soak him out of the pool too. Oh man, look at that. Ah, they're having a great time. Look at Ilya, look at he's getting to have fun with his friend out there on the ice. Totally platonic. Oh, and a beautiful... Oh, look at that. Thumbnail right there.
Found you.
No.
So you were looking for
On the sunset, no less.
Of course not.
On the beach.
Oh, I looked up that word. Compatible.
Oh,
What? Compatible.
did you not know it?
I thought I knew what it meant, but I wanted to be sure.
Before we get too much into the drama of this scene, I want to just make a small note here saying they have a great time on the ice. Honestly, I'm finding, like, now that all the lore and the characters and primary information is out of the way, I'm feeling less and less of a need to even really make notes as we go along. I still have a need to pause and comment and give my thoughts and such, but...
So you and Rose Landry are not...
compatible.
Yeah,
Niet.
not in that way, anyway.
Well, the fingies. Who's watching, huh? As he looks over his shoulder.
Sam, Columbus.
Toronto.
Oh, getting closer. I saw the scooch. Nice while it lasted, huh? Gonna open up?
What room are you in?
Aww. First it was footsies under the table. Now it's Lexi. Great. Is he gonna ignore him? Is he gonna keep calling in? Oh boy. Dude, what if Alexi's like here?
This looks serious.
It's not.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Can you just sit down or something?
Can we have a serious conversation about what we are and what we both might want? We need this, you silly boys.
It's not just me, right?
Not just you what?
That feels this?
You feel it too, don't you?
Feel what?
Last time we were together, it was different.
What was different that you ran away?
I ran away because I was scared.
I'm sorry, I freaked out.
Freaked out over nothing.
It wasn't nothing. Don't act like that. This is hard enough without you being an asshole.
Come on, let's...
What do you want, Hollander?
No first names anymore, huh? Put it on the line. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there.
Together we be simple.
Simple.
Be simple for me.
I think I'm gay.
I was gonna say, don't laugh.
What makes you think
You
that?
think so?
You're not gay.
No, not completely.
Yeah, well, I think I am. Completely. Well, it's kind of a big deal. To me, at least.
It's a lot. I mean, to...
Sorry if I'm being boring again.
Oh, damn. Ilya, come on. Come on. We know you're upset. He offered an apology. There you go. Get closer. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Put the bravado away for a
Why are
moment.
you telling me this?
Maybe not
What
bravado,
else am I
but
gonna
like
tell?
defenses a little bit.
Not just being gay. It's you. It's this. Being gay is one thing, but this your arch rival is another thing.
That's why it is a secret.
I know that, but last time, and for the record, I am sorry about last time, okay? I'm sorry I freaked out.
An apology. Again, I think he appreciates that. I can see him kind of thinking it over.
It was nice,
It was.
Okay. Good.
and it felt like we were something.
That swallow, though. That nervous swallow.
We can't be something, Hollander.
What do you want to be?
We can't.
But...
That's
Listen,
not what I asked.
I best say he's asking a different
It
question.
doesn't matter.
What do you mean, what does it matter?
I don't think I can keep pretending I don't like you anymore.
You don't like me.
Oh.
Yeah, I do.
No, this defense is coming back up again.
Maybe a little too much.
Don't do this, Hollander. I'm not.
Oh.
I wouldn't be able to go home again. Ever. Do you get that?
Because your family?
Because Russia! I would not be able to go back to Russia.
What would happen to you?
I want to find out.
I get the
What
fear.
would your parents?
My father is police. My brother is police.
Oh, bro's police too?
And
Sheesh.
your mother?
Dead.
I'm sorry.
Crazy, by the
I was
way,
young.
that like we're just now learning these things. But to be fair, Ilya again has been guarded and hasn't really been opening up about any of this. And they haven't really been. This is the first time we're having an actual conversation like this, which, you know, I'm glad it's happening, but long overdue.
That too a little, but no, sick more like
Oh, like cancer?
dementia.
There we go.
That's awful.
In case dum-dums like me didn't figure it out by now. My dad's not there. Oh,
Hey.
no, this is... Oh. That's nice. He opened up. It was clearly an emotional... That was a very... That's... Oh. Yeah, let it out, man. Damn. That's huge. That's huge right there. That's a big step for Ilya. To, like, let his guard down. To be able to actually talk about family and the situation. Like, he could have just kept it up and kept on being like, we can't talk about this. Don't even worry about it. But no, Shane came in, mature, real talk, apologized multiple times, admitted that he freaked out and, you know, probably shouldn't have, but we both can admit it was nice. And I think Ilya clearly feels, I don't know about exactly the same, but there's definitely very similar emotions there, but he just has that fear and there's just a lot of pressure on him as well, where it's like, he wouldn't say it in as many words as Shane. He admits that it was nice, and I do believe he feels very similar to how Shane feels, but he spelled it out there. The clear issue is that it's family and you know, like family, country, all that. It's just, it would be a whole can of worms to open up and just to even think about what he would do if he were then to, you know, go through with this, and there's just a lot of ramifications to that. Probably would have to just could he even go home? Would his family accept any of that? Bro just has to move on. And then, I mean, yeah, you live a life and you're living your true self, but you're having to give up a lot of what you had. And what he has isn't perfect right now. Like, clearly him and his brother aren't really, I don't have strong family values to begin with. And I know that for a lot of people, you know, family, even if it's tumultuous or fractured, is still important to them. So I get where even, you know, father's has his ailments and definitely doesn't have a great relationship with his brother. His brother Alexi's very verbally abusive to him whenever they're on the phone, and just Ilya's just like giving them money supposed to take care of his dad, but I think Alexi's been squandering it, if I recall correctly. But I mean, opening it, like embracing who you are in that regard. Embrace who you are, Ilya. Embracing who you are like that, and then if he were to go forward with this, I mean, yeah, it's just for both of them. There's just so many ramifications. Not all negative, I suppose, but I'm glad they had that conversation. Very important. Get out of here, Casanova.
Good night, Shane.
Oh, first name. There we go. Oh, I'm blushing over here. Bro's got thighs for days. Got them thunder thighs.
Boston Lily's texting you. Have fun. It's not. I don't care.
Nah. Damn. So Shane comes over to the room and they have an actual talk. Good for him. Good for them, at least. That's good. These are good steps for sure. Oh, the next morning then no, it said 2 weeks later. I'm an idiot. Dude's a fast texter. Oh, bro's got the quarter zip. How long? Just an hour? Nah, you will. Come on, you will. Only had an hour. Got both their phones blowing up, huh? Is it Alexei again?
You can take it if you want to.
No, I don't want to.
Is everything okay at home? Your father?
Enough.
Soft spot still, of course. Hey, at least he opened up a little bit.
I wasn't clear.
Just a lot.
I'm sorry in advance for tonight's game. We're gonna destroy you guys.
And look at that.
So you're the asshole.
No, it's still you. No.
See, look at that. See, he's joking around. He's throwing it back at him a little bit.
Everyone, Shane Hollander is an asshole.
Cute. Well, if I had to guess, if Alexei's blowing up his phone and his dad's got dementia and is not doing too hot, my guess is that dad might be in critical condition or something even worse. I don't know. My guess is that Alexei's trying to get a hold of him to let him know that, and that if anything, he might find out by either eventually picking up the phone or maybe Svetlana will end up being the one to break the news to him. But I got a feeling all those phone calls are not, just Alexei being Alexei.
Montreal goes on crying, please. Boys, let's go, boys!
All right, here goes nothing.
I said you f***ers owe me $1,000 for every goal I scored.
Nah.
You all agreed, huh?
Oh, we didn't win?
Что ты хочешь?
Hi.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Hey, did you hear what was on?
What do you want to bet?
You did not fly with the rest of the team to Nashville.
Oh, didn't come here to Bridgestone?
Two separately?
Did not go to Nashville at all.
He didn't get hurt last night, did he?
Not that I know of.
No, he didn't. Maybe he's sick.
No, I'm thinking it's his dad.
I mean, he didn't seem sick.
Police. ESPN is just saying he did not go to Nashville.
Yikes.
But they put.
Oh, boy. No, he's not. I'm telling you, it's his dad. The music's still like club scene, but now kind of anxious club scene. Nah, Shane knows something's wrong. I try to call him, yeah?
Hi, this is Ilya. I will never listen to your voicemail.
Yep, very Ilya coded. Yeah, it's his dad. It's gotta be. Oh. Oh shit, called him back?
Hey, are you okay?
FaceTime?
You wear glasses.
Just for reading. Where are you?
At home. Put them back on, please.
Oh.
Boston?
Moscow.
Oh, why does he like him?
Are you okay?
I will be better when I see you in your glasses again.
Slutty little glasses. Ah, yes. My little bookworm.
Happy?
Happier.
Oh.
Is your father...
Yes, dead.
There you go. Damn.
Ilya?
I'm so sorry.
What are people saying about me?
Nothing. The media is being super secretive and the Raiders haven't.
Good. I will be back by the end of the week.
You should take more time than that.
Why? So you can catch up to me in the scoring race.
No, you need to grieve, dude. You gotta take some time.
You know,
Process
you
that
can
shit.
talk to me about whatever. I want to help if I can.
Take off your clothes.
you can help me like that, man.
I'm also being serious.
Want to help me? Take your clothes off.
Been drinking a little bit. Of course, the vodka. As we do in Mother Russia. Well, apparently we don't say splessible. There's a different toast we use instead. Just the glasses, nothing else. Yes, daddy. All right. Damn. 2 weeks later, Boston. I had a feeling. Rough stuff, man. But yeah. Man, I thought there was gonna be I thought there was gonna be a little bit more with the father, I'm not gonna lie. But he serves his purpose for the narrative, but still rough. I wonder how it'll hit me when it happens, you know? I don't know. I'm so used to death, and I'm like, just ice cold vodka, just Russian coated. Talking about stereotypes. I don't know, man. Like I'm so used to death because so much of like my family, I've already just lost family and friends and all that, and I've had those calls, and I know that they're all gonna die, and so I'm like ready for the inevitable. But I guess you never really truly know how it's gonna be till it hits. One poured out in his honor, his medals and all that. Got a hard stare, huh? I'm curious to see how it's going to impact the relationship that he has with Alexei, for better or for worse. Nice that Svetlana's there too to help support. Nice turtleneck too. Kind of giving like Bond villain subordinate. Oh, here we go.
Хватит, блядь, меня избегать.
Если бы только это. Что ну?
I'm sure I'm reading too deep into it, but I even the little bit right there where like she's trying to avoid him, and then now he's looking directly. Well, now he's like facing him directly in conversation, but even through the mirror it was like indirect. But I'm sure I'm just reading too much into that. Okay.
Тогда расскажи мне свой план.
The plan?
Господи. Я еще не знаю Алексея, он только что умер. Дай мне прийти в себя.
You need guidance, bro?
А я что? Можно мне тоже минуту прийти в себя или нет? Или это только для богатых пидоров, которые семьи свои бросают? Я бросил.
Abandoned.
На чьи деньги ты живешь, ты кусок дерьма?
I'm providing for this family.
Ты кокаин в твой нос. У меня ребенок.
Yeah, and? Yeah, good for you, dude. You're the one squandering your...
Я с нашим отцом 5 месяцев. Каждый божий день, пока он не умер.
Don't need that. So the guild trip then is what we're going for.
Зацепил?
Отлично.
Oh, here we go.
Вот теперь нам и придется слушать, как твои шлюхи.
Horror? Oh, you better swing on this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, come up. You kidding me? Dude, family or not? Nah. The disrespect. Dude, no. That guy, mother. Disrespect. Get out of town with this. Like, yeah. There's some points to what he's saying insofar as that he's been. For one, we don't know exactly what like grade of care has been delivered to, you know, Daddy over here over the years. Like perhaps he has been taking care of him legitimately. But yeah, Ilya didn't abandon family. He's literally working his ass off to try to provide for them, and you're over here not putting all of it where it should. I like how he's like, you're the one over here using the using the money to like get coke and I think wasn't there like gambling debts or something too, but like he wasn't using all the funds appropriately, and he just kept asking for more money, a lot more money by the way. Then he has the balls, the gauchos, the cojones to clap back with, oh, I have a daughter, I have a kid, I have a family too. It's like, and yeah, what's your point in that? Your point into like, so I do the drugs because I'm under a lot of stress. Like, is that what you're trying to say? Crazy work. Fucking calls his friend a whore. Get out of here. I'd swing on him too. You kidding me? What an ass.
Можешь забрать мою квартиру. Для племянницы я открою счет. Сможет взять деньги, когда ей будет 18.
Yeah, so you can't have your hands on it.
И больше никогда не обращайся к мне.
There you go.
Если сделаешь это, ты обязательно пожалеешь. Свою славу, деньги и влияние, чтобы ты больше не мог появиться. Тебе разубит морду.
There you go. Put the foot down.
То, что я предлагаю.
It's rough, but...
Закрой свой грязный рот и вали отсюда.
We put you so, right? I do wish I had more context to be able to accurately judge the situation, but as far as I can tell, from what limited information I've been presented, that seems messy, but appropriate. That's rough, though. Glad she was there to help, kind of just be there for just a presence, further support. Jeez.
Я тебя недостоин.
Aw.
Достоин. Но ты меня не хочешь.
Что я тебя люблю.
Джейн. Не так ли?
Nah, she knows too, dude.
Я тоже тебя люблю.
She knows.
Если я тебе буду нужна, я всегда буду рядом.
She accepts you for who you are.
Просто надеюсь, что Джейн знает.
I knows it's a he too. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Oh, jeez, family, right? Hey, good for him. I mean, again, like I don't have the strongest of family values anyhow, but I mean, these were the things that were kind of tying him down too. It's rough, but you got to do what you can to help yourself sometimes, make your own way.
I'm just gonna have fun.
It's just like, yeah, I know, Lily, right? Shane always putting aside time, making space whenever he can, whenever Ilya needs it.
How are you?
Okay, good. Probably bad.
No, she can recognize
How's
it.
your family?
At their worst. My brother is, I don't know, scared. It makes him terrible.
He's talking to Shane about all this again.
Terrible back.
Big steps.
Very upsetting?
Yes. Maybe I'm upset about the wrong thing.
You mean not your father?
I wish it could be different. I wish he could know me, or
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
English is too hard right now.
Jeez. All right, now I see why that one comment was talking about. I feel that,
Yeah, you
dude.
could probably learn it in a week.
That's French, Ilya.
Bro, I hate.
Yeah, I know she.
Oh God, I wish he could know me. Oh no. Yep, right there in the daddy trauma, huh? Jeez, you guys weren't kidding.
You tell me everything that's on your mind, but in Russian. I won't understand, but maybe it'll help.
It will.
Okay.
I used to be against all of that. I used to, but this was before I went into therapy as well, by the way, because I used to be of the mindset in my more depressive years where I was like, you know, why would I used to think that by talking about my issues, all I was doing was being a burden and offloading all my trauma onto somebody else. And in my mind, I was like, well, what are they going to be able to do to fix what's going on? All I'm doing is just kind of sharing the misery, right? And then I got to a point, I remember I had a friend who, I guess I was like, yeah, I don't think therapy will work for me in that case. And then I'm very glad she talked some sense into me, because she was like, oh, so you're saying you're too good for therapy? I was like, what are you talking about? No. She's like, well, you think that you don't think it will work for you. You think that you're too good, and that it wouldn't help at all. And basically kind of talked me around into actually doing it. But even if telling somebody your issue, finding a support system and somebody who's willing to like hear you out and talk to you about some things, whether it's a therapist or, whether it's an unbiased third party or a friend or family, even if it won't fix the situation, it does actually, like it's true what they say. It does, to at least put words to it and to be able to verbalize it and talk through it. It does help even a little way to kind of, I don't know if you necessarily say offload it, but just to talk about it. And in this case, even if Shane's not going to completely understand it, I mean, it's probably going to help Ilya to just talk through the issues that are like weighing heavy in his mind and his heart.
Я никогда больше сюда не вернусь. Я здесь все ненавижу. Все меня ненавидят. Я за все плачу. Я слежу, чтобы всех были чтобы еда была на уровне.
The provider.
Чтобы отец был похоронен рядом с его родителем. Я хочу больше, Илья. Мне нужно больше, Илья. Больше. Я ни хрена этим людям не могу дать. Я им все отдал. А сам чувствую себя пустым. Меня видит либо банкомат, либо врага. Я знаю почему. Но это убивает меня. И меня убивает то, что он заботился о моем отце, а я нет.
Lovely piece of, lovely score, by the way. I recognize this track.
Я не был здесь.
Also interviewed the vampire, by the way.
За все платил. Ни за что. Это значит, что теперь у меня никого нет.
If he claps back with "You have me," like he's like learned a little bit of Russian, can you imagine?
Никого, у меня есть.
Well, I know when I have you.
Svetlana.
Oh, Svetlana, yes.
Она меня любит. И я ее люблю. Не так, как...
You gonna say it? Oh, you're gonna say it? You're gonna put words to it? But not like how I feel about you?
Не так, как я люблю тебя.
No.
И вот в чем вся хрень. Я хочу только тебя. Всегда только тебя. И так сильно тебя люблю и не знаю, что с этим делать.
Oh. I'd also like to think that in this moment, just based on Shane's expression, this whole conversation, even if he can't understand every word, I feel like it's emotionally impactful enough, and it's from the heart to the point where it's still emotionally affecting shit. Like he's empathically, he's feeling the weight of it, regardless of not knowing the specific details in it. You know, came out with it, finally said it. But not even in English. He hasn't said it to him in English yet, or in person, or
Do you feel better?
eye to eye.
Yes.
But I love you
Thank you.
so much that I want you.
Maybe you could teach me Russian someday.
Yeah, okay. Only useful phrases.
Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know, like harder, please. Yes, sir.
You.
That too, yeah.
More, please.
How about...
I wish you were here right now.
Я бы тоже хотел.
Oh. Ah, jeez.
A little winter thaw couldn't come at a better time for a Montreal team that needs to heat up right now.
1 week later. All right. Here we go again.
Raiders with Ilya Rozanov back in action following the passing of his father.
Oh, public announcement. Thoughts and prayers, yeah.
Easy couple of weeks.
All right.
Still on for tonight? After?
Okay.
1919.
Good year. Good year.
I'll text it to you.
Frondor, brave.
Nah.
Later.
Can you imagine if someone's just nearby? What'd he say? Scott's like, huh? Oh, Hayden, maybe? Oh. Honestly, I almost thought for a second Hayden was gonna get, like, suspicious, but as far as he's aware, it's just Lily. Oh. And now we grieve together. Through the game, the sport, what we do, what we love to do. That's how you do it. Engage in your passion. At this point, we might as well call it like a friendly rivalry. Like, for the public, it's an intense one, right? A heated rivalry, but... Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, bro... Oh, shit. Bro got distracted. I hope he's not too seriously hurt.
It looked like a clean hit. Hollander just did not see it coming.
Because he was distracted. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Rozanov wants to see someone hurt like that.
Oh, shit. How bad is it?
If he's responsive or not.
For all he knows, the man that he loves is...
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Even... Yeah, you could say that. Even the announcers are like, are understanding of it, though.
My parents?
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Your coach is calling them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
He's gonna worry.
No. He's gonna worry.
Wait, who? Hey, Shane, you really need to keep your eyes on.
Oh, he said tell him he's gonna worry. No. Oh, damn. Dude, yeah, in that moment, unresponsive on the ice for a second, for all he knew, he died. Yo. Well, that got me emotional. He's gonna worry, tell him. Somebody.
Ilya.
Oh, not too loud, not too loud. Got to keep it covered up.
I just wanted to... Are you okay?
Concussion and a fractured collarbone. Out for the playoffs, but...
Oh.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
That's good.
Marlo feels terrible. He did not mean to hurt you.
A little drugged up right now.
Part of the game.
No hard
We'll
feelings.
get our bell rung eventually, right?
Right.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
Oh.
Better.
Oh. Sweet boy zonked out of his gourd.
I'm sorry I didn't text you last night.
Coming in like a dark protector over here. The concern. So serious
I
now.
was excited about last night. I'm mostly mad at Marlo for... You know, I had a whole plan to ask you something.
Maybe it's better if you just rest now.
I was gonna ask you...
This is a good
Will
time.
you come to my cottage this summer?
Oh?
Don't go to Russia.
The cottage?
Come to my house. We'll have so much fun. It's so private.
The last episode name.
We could have a week or even 2 completely alone.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Sounds nice. After a scare like that, I'd hop on it.
Uh-oh. You're not gonna smother him with a pillow, are you?
No, but good thinking. No, I was just leaving.
Bye-bye. See you next season.
So serious. Oh, no, professional, yeah. But I oh my god, that was, yeah. It's that stirs my heart for sure. So serious and stoic and coming in just like dead serious. Because I mean, like you saw his reaction on the ice, like just an immediate like, is he okay? Is he responding? Is he alive? And even now, just seeing him lit up like this, the man that he loves, he's just like, you okay? Yeah, you good? Just trying, just so concerned, but just like just laser focused. The intensity there.
Get well soon, Hollander.
Hello. Don't go blabbing to the nurse now.
Still in a sling, but I can lose the thing in like a few days, I think.
How's jerking off?
Ma'am, I'm at my parents' house, so...
So constant, endless.
Yep. Difficult. Gotta find some downtime. A lot of bathroom visits.
Makes no sense. It doesn't.
At least you're getting paid properly this
In the
time.
new Avatar movie, what's going on?
Shape-shifting.
Damn.
My parents keep asking if you're
Sci-fi.
gonna come by this summer.
Well, I still might. They can't keep me here till September. I'm gonna lose my mind. Just do it. Tell them I'm gay and you got sick of being my beard.
Damn.
I can't lie to them.
No.
More than I already have.
Yeah.
I think they'd love it. And then they'd have to keep my secret. My big lesbian secret.
Hey, you gotta come out eventually.
Oh god, I wish.
Same.
Nice.
Coming.
Love the representation as well.
Okay, I gotta go, but let me know what you decide about Labor Day weekend.
I will. I love you.
Okay, the Raiders have lost.
Is he about to come out, by the way? Is he gonna do it like right now?
We don't hate them anymore? We can't keep up.
No, we do.
With Rose's
Mom went
advice?
to see Shane in the hospital.
Oh, so now you like it.
Well, now I hate him less.
How can you possibly know that?
Well,
He's a witch.
I mean, with Shane out of the picture, I mean, yeah, Scott can kind of take that slot for a little bit. Get some limelight. Damn. What? Hell, he is like, one of these days I'll get a W.
You go to bed and stop staring at the screen.
My head is fine, and I'm a fully grown adult.
Thanks, Mom. 1,000 years old. All right, come on, man. Okay, maybe 80,000. Still cute.
New York Admirals will have
Oh yeah.
teammates
I
taking
told you.
Oh, there you go.
Who you texting?
Mom knows ball.
Hayden.
Oh, how's the baby?
Great.
many innings remaining. The puck is in the
I'm so irritated.
Speeds. They can't believe it.
Can we reverse clock the T?
82 regular season games.
Hey, there you go. Right. I like to think it's because Shane wasn't in the circuit. He was knocked out for the season. One of their best players. What are you gonna do? Sky getting the win, but what does that mean for Kip, huh? Well, maybe this means that with this victory in the bag and all that, like he got one big win in at the. I mean, I don't want to put the cart ahead of the horse here, but toward the tail end of his career, perhaps. So he worked hard, got a win, and maybe he can retire and then go live out his life happily with Kip. Maybe, unless they're gonna keep pushing him to try to like keep on doing more and better. I mean, good for him, but like small tear for Kip right here. Oh, he is in the crowd. My baby boy. Oh, jeez.
Hey,
Oh.
Not sad.
you're allowed to be.
How are you gonna do that to me? How are you gonna put me through this emotional roller coaster, then yank out my heart at the end there? Get out of here. Kip. Oh, I see the song is called I'll Believe in Anything. I was wondering why the episode was called that. Oh, but everybody has someone to congratulate, but he doesn't have a family? And he's gonna start thinking about Kip, yeah? Anybody you can celebrate with besides teammates? Oh. He's thinking. Think about what matters, yeah? Oh? Oh, is he actually going to... Is he going to set a precedent? No, I was joking. For real. He's like, yeah. Oh my... Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna cry. He said, yeah, I got this victory, but I'm gonna share it with you because you're, yeah. Holy shit. What a oh, it's ready for the finale to shake things up. Holy shit. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna come out right now on goddamn international TV. Holy shit. Everybody's gonna be like, holy shit, what? How do we not clock him? Holy shit. Oh, and Kip gets that too. Kip gets the acceptance. Holy shit. Oh boy.
You don't have to guess. Yes.
No. And now Ilya and Shane are like, oh shit, well... Brave. There you go. Oh. Let's f***ing go, man. Let's go. Can't live a life in fear. Damn. And the crowd cheered? And the crowd goes wild? The announcer was just like, you don't see that every day, I guess. Oh shit, Ilya's like, I'm coming to that cottage. I'm coming. Holy shit. They even said good for Scott Hunter. Look at that. I mean, what else are you going to see on live TV?
To the cottage.
We're moving our breakneck speeds now. Ah, shit. Oh, boy. Immediately, he's like, well, if he can do it. He's like, that's it. I'm doing it. No more fear. I'm coming to the cottage. Oh, boy. Oh, I got a bit misty-eyed there. Dude, he won, got his flowers, and he's like... And then, yeah, in that moment, everybody was coming out on the ice, and he's like, they all have friends and family to support. Like, they have what means a lot to them. And he's like, even with this award and all that, I'm not gonna... I want to share in this, but I even less about the glory of that. He's like, no, I wanted to... You know, I love this man, and I don't want to be afraid anymore. And I want to... Oh... I don't care if the whole world knows, and brings him out there on the ice. Get out of here. So sweet. Oh, good episode. Good stuff. Good stuff. I wish, man, I'm glad we spent a whole episode developing their relationship and at least putting them on the board. But I'll admit, I do wish there was a little bit more for Scott and Hunter. I'm sorry, for Hunter and Kip. And I'm sure perhaps in future seasons there will be. But I guess for all intents and purposes, the episode they got together kind of establishes their relationship and shows that it kind of got to a point where it started like growing and escalating and kind of had to stop because and kind of stagnate, and it couldn't really go anywhere from there. And then for Hunter to realize what kind of the position that he's put Kip in, and that Kip doesn't deserve that, and he cares and loves about him so much. I mean, the public seemed to love it. The crowd was cheering, which is nice. The crowd was like, all right, let's fucking go. Even the announcers were like, well, Tom, you don't do that every day, do you? Good for him. What else are you gonna say in that moment, right? Just emboldened. Ilya immediately is like, I'm coming. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. Again, life is short. Life is fleeting, right? We have loss, and then we have loss and injury in that episode. Losing his father, and then cutting the tie with his brother, and both of them having their support systems and all that. But him cutting ties with the family and realizing that, like, I hate being where I came from. I hate being at home. I'm happiest when I'm with you, and I love you. And maybe I could have a life like that, but there was still the hesitancy and the fear. But honestly, I think that, yeah, I think that Scott Hunter may have just saved this relationship, or at least expedited the process in a big way. Because now, yeah, they're gonna hang out for a couple weeks, and we'll see how that goes. I guess the sports season is over now because the cup's been won. So now it's postseason. Shane will have been healed up, and now they can kind of reconcile who they are and then what they're gonna do going forward. And that's just gonna be like, man, these players are coming out left and right. I don't just mean out there on the ice, Tom. Like, we were all queued up for what is sure to be a dramatic finale. Yeah, man, I got emotional a couple times in that. That was especially at the end there. I think what did it for me was when he had that moment. He just looks up and he's just like, come on, no, I'm serious, right? You can come down right now. I want you out here with me. I was joking at first. I was like, was he gonna bring him out on the ice?
Oh shit, he brought him out on the ice.
This could be good, but they have very serious faces in this thumbnail, so I don't know how it's gonna shake out. But I am here for the journey. I'm here to see what happens. Okay, well, that was another episode. I gotta stew on that for me. I gotta think on that. Hopefully this was still a good reaction with good analysis and all that. I've you know, I'm trying to get the content out, but I felt a little bit tired going into it, and it's definitely like woke me up a few times. But I felt like there was some times where I was just kind of so, I don't know, enraptured in the story, and I was just watching what happened, listening to the conversations unfold. I hope I still had something worthwhile to add to the conversation. But as always, if there's anything that I missed, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. Anything else that you guys and gals want to expound upon, please do. I love your input, and anything that I am missing out on, or you know, any of your perspectives in watching this. I mean, you guys were right. There are some elements of this that I relate to Ilya deeply on some issues with his family and with elements of his life. But it was great seeing we got character growth and development from both Shane and Ilya. A little quick, but I guess to be fair, it's been building for some episodes now. I suppose it's not even a complaint, but I guess the show is just efficient with its pace. And again, we have to keep in mind that we're flying through a sports season, so it seems like little time to us, but in reality, it's quite frankly been going on for years. And even in this episode, weeks are passing. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. If you watch this on Patreon, thank you so much for that additional layer of love and support. It means the world to me. Always appreciate it. If you have been thinking about joining but have not yet, now's always a good time. If you join my Patreon, you will get early access to these episodes days, if not weeks in advance, really just weeks in advance, before they hit YouTube. You get access to these full, uncut, uncensored with HD video accompaniment, plus, of course, access to my entire content backlog library, including all previous series I've done analysis for, as well as Patreon exclusive shows, couples commentary, and on a higher tier, access to my live movie watch parties / commentaries, which either way become VODs you can watch later. But if you're on YouTube, that is of course more than enough. I only ask that you like the video, comment down below for the almighty algorithm gods, and subscribe for more. Like I mentioned earlier, we just surpassed 8K, which is crazy to me. Aiming to get to 10K by the end of the year, and at the rate that we're going, I'm probably going to get there sooner than later, honestly. So thank you all so much for that love and support and helping to grow this channel, but more importantly, grow the community where we can all come together and enjoy art and these shows, and in this case, these emotional roller coasters and harrowing experiences. So thank you so much. Stay tuned for the season finale of Heat Ed Rival on a Side of Rye. Something like that. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. And as always, goodbye, travelers.